Welcome to STEAM in MKE, where we explore Milwaukee's thriving science, technology, engineering, art, and math ecosystem and infrastructure. In Milwaukee, tech is transforming lives and careers through powerful partnerships. In this episode of STEAM in MKE, a reuse of an episode previously recorded at Summerfest Tech 2024, we sit down with Blanca from IC Stars Milwaukee, where 16-week immersive programs turn non-traditional talent into tech professionals. We also hear from Jonah from Molson Coors. He's hired 9 program graduates and helped create life-changing opportunities. STEAM in MKE is proudly presented by nvisia, Seven Rivers, Summerfest Tech, Ontech Talent, Michael Best, Associated Bank, and Slalom. For more information, visit us at steaminmke.com. Hey, Adam.
Hey, Steve.
We have some beautiful guests here.
We do.
Hey,
Hi.
guests. Hi, guests.
Hello.
Thanks for having us.
Who do we have today? We'll start with guest number 1
Oh, wow.
on my left here.
The nervous
you.
Nelly.
Guest
Yeah,
number
we'll have
left.
My name is Jonah, and I lead technology innovation over at Molson Coors. Had a chat with you guys a few weeks ago about our big Summerfest Tech pitch competition.
right.
which
You
is
did.
You sure
just
did.
in the
And
next few hours, and thanks for pulling me aside
in.
right before I got to go on stage and give a nice monologue. We're cool. We're cool.
Yeah.
this is just a way of warming you up
Yeah.
to the
good.
stage.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad to be here with my counterpart, who's a phenomenal leader in the Milwaukee
Yes.
community.
Yeah, and speaking of that,
Speaking of,
also a fresh, new award winner of Future
Woo!
of
Yes.
Tech in Milwaukee.
That sounds awesome.
Get that
Yeah.
round of applause sound effect in there.
Thank
Yeah.
It's one of these buttons I didn't know.
Thank you.
All right, who do we have?
Blanca. My name is Blanca, and I'm with IC Stars Milwaukee. We're a technology internship program, and I'm the executive director there. And I have to say, and I say to everybody, whoever wants to know about IC Stars, I love what I do.
yay!
Same here.
It's really great to be here with Jonah and talk a little bit about our relationship and how it formed, through this tech ecosystem.
So IC Stars is
A technology internship program.
cool.
And it is a 16-week immersive program for those who are non-traditional. So anyone with a GED or a high school diploma or some college who want to come through the program
Right on.
are available to apply for the program. It's 7 process application. But it's really, we want to make sure that they have the timing to commit to
Mhm.
this immersive program that is truly going to pay off, possibly with a technology job.
Sure. And what,
Love it.
Jonah,
Career.
what
Yeah.
attracts your
Yeah.
organization to IC Stars?
Sure. I was going to say it's more than just the internship program. It's the whole engagement and the ecosystem that they're creating by bringing together community leaders and corporations and folks from throughout the community to help participate and support the program and ensure that we're giving great career opportunities, advice, counseling, support, and make IC Stars really a happening thing here in Milwaukee. For us at Molson Coors, we looking at talent in all different angles. We've been pulling in early talent, non-traditional talent over the past few years as we've expanded our Milwaukee footprint.
Yeah.
And IC Stars has been just a huge partner over the past couple of years, or few years, I should say, starting just in the traditional sense of, hey, let's sponsor the program and dip our foot there and just kind of provide some mentorship and workshops. But over the years, now we're sponsoring projects. We're hiring the talent. We're taking their ideas and actually implementing them throughout our whole company. And now it's become more than that. And I'm proud that we became the corporate partner of the year
Bam.
in 2023. Well deserved.
The bam.
Wow.
Bam.
Yeah, it's been
Wow.
phenomenal.
Mhm.
And I personally
Love it.
started as just a volunteer and continue to contribute and bring my team and the rest of IT involved. And they were gracious to put me on the advisory committee here in Milwaukee. So I have a little bit more influence with the programming and all the events that they put together. And I personally have hired, I think, 9 people into the
No
Molson
kidding.
Coors organization. Yeah.
Wow.
And they're doing
That's
some
awesome.
they're doing some really amazing work.
Yeah.
And creating systems that our whole company are using, which is phenomenal.
Incredible.
So, Blanca, how quickly did you regret getting Jonah on the board?
Almost instantly, right? But to be honest with you, this has been, it was a natural, almost like a natural partnership right from the
Sure.
get-go, right?
Yeah.
It
One
seems
thing that
it,
I'd love
yeah.
to say about IC Stars is that we're not just looking for the sponsorship, right? The financial means are necessary, right, for the organization. But this is truly all about, like, what does Miller want from this also? What does Molson Coors want from this? By being able to understand those really ground rules, I'm able then to say, okay, this is what kind of relationship we're going to have. Is it going to be personal? Is it going to be transactional? What does this really look like? And I have to tell you, this is why they have almost 10 of our, talent there all over through the IT department, because we figured out really early on that Jonah and now Darren, right, the CIO of Molson, are really in it for the long run. They're in it. They were our first annual sponsor, which was really big for IC Stars to change a little bit of our model. And so it's just really been awesome being able to be involved with such a pillar of the community too.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
And the fact that you get someone like Darren and really appreciate it, what the program brings, and ensure that everyone in IT and beyond like are going to support the program. It really also aligns with a lot of our values of putting people first, learning every day, being bold and decisive. And the cool thing that she's not going to talk a lot about now, but it's a nonprofit. They do some really phenomenally fun experiences to get people to really make it approachable and give the interns an opportunity to approach CIOs and other leaders across the community. So they bring in local celebrities. They had huge fundraising events. And this obviously aligns with us celebrating life's moments and really having a good time with our products.
This is where it benefits us to have a party animal like the guy to my right, right? Because that's what makes those events awesome.
Right. Exactly. That engagement, that energy.
100%.
Well, and I can see just from some of the students I've either met or come across from IC Stars, the confidence that you build in them.
Yeah, right. They've come through
It's
here and
incredible.
on the show.
Yeah, we've even had a couple come on the show.
The program is what we like to refer to, it's transformational too, right? So in 16 weeks, they're not only learning coding, right? The fundamentals of coding, but they're also learning, right? Those soft skills. They're learning
100%.
business. They're learning technology.
Networking.
They're learning leadership.
Networking.
How do you then give back to people in your communities that you come from?
Right.
What are you going to do? Are you going to go teach an AI class for your community, back to your school, to the parents in that school? How are you going to give back? And so we really believe also in paying it forward once you've been given a gift like the program.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And once
And
you've
those-
learned it and understand it, abundance. Share it with everybody.
100%.
Those individuals stay in like an alumni network. And then they, like at Molson Coors, we have them now serving as mentors to the new class of interns. So they're really showcasing what does it mean if you put your effort into the program and you can get lucky to get a career. Now you should serve back and kind of show that it's a program that's accessible to a lot of people.
Residency.
And one thing that she's hopefully would love to mention, they do a cool aspect of the program called High Tea.
I love it. I've been a guest speaker.
Everyone should
really?
be a guest speaker at one point of
Nice.
their time. I'm frequent. I go a lot of times, but it's basically an opportunity for all the interns to hear from a community, a corporate leader, someone who's had a life journey. And they meet with a new person every single day for this 4-month program. So they're meeting with over 100 leaders across the Milwaukee ecosystem. And when you talk about confidence, on day one, they're a little bit nervous to maybe ask certain questions or get personal.
Sure.
By the end of it now, they're probably overconfident that if they can talk to any CIO or CTO or leader in the community, that they should be able to attend an event like Summerfest Tech and really be able to make the rounds without a lot
Walk
of
around, network.
challenges.
Yeah.
That's one of the
Ask
biggest
questions.
parts of our program, right, is being able to provide resources like Summerfest Tech to build that social capital that they're going to need. Remember, they're coming into a new industry that they're not familiar with. So by being able to help them, right, build that social capital gives them that upper ledge to be able to have that confidence and be able to talk about, where they want to be, right, in the industry. So we always say, we don't place you, with positions. We don't guarantee that, right? We're not a staffing agency.
Right.
But what we do is we do our best to place you in places that we feel are going to be a great corporate and culture fit for you.
Yeah.
So they've got to do 50-50 with us.
Well, that and two, helping them understand what would be a good fit for them too. You know what I mean? Like understanding, like, well, I'm going to be looking specifically for this. Ask it in the interview. Early on. Yeah.
And, and this is interesting because Molson is probably one of the only companies that takes our interns and allows them to go out of state to work. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we've had a lot of great success stories. So part of the technology innovation team is we oversee a lot of the early talent for IT.
Sure.
And one of these programs that we run is a rotational assignment. So over 2 years of your first career at Molson, you're going to go on 3 8-month assignments all across IT. It could be cybersecurity, data and analytics, AI, technology innovation. The first rotation for 8 months takes place in a brewery across North America. And so we thought that a lot of people would like that experience, but want to get the corporate suite kind of IT experience.
Sure.
But Clayton, the first person that we hired, he had a rotation out in the Milwaukee brewery. He then joined a data automation team to learn a lot of skills. And he felt that itch that he wanted to be in that manufacturing setting. And we gave him an opportunity, applied for it, and made it. He moved out to Golden, Colorado, the biggest brewery in the nation that's part of our fleet. And he is thriving as an infrastructure manager out.
Whoa.
So he went from being a social worker in Milwaukee to joining this tech program, making connections, getting a lot of tech experience. And then within 2 years now, he lives out in Colorado and living his good life.
Transformational.
Transformation. And we've got a blog that's public facing. We talk about all our great partnerships. They did one on Luke Combs because he, came over to Molson and had a great concert series. The one right before that was a whole profile on Clayton and his journey at Molson Coors. So it's great that our company is willing to tell stories about him and show.
So he's basically on the same level as a country music star, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and he's above me now. I think he's above my grade.
That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing.
There's plenty of other stories to tell about the other amazing people at our company and all the other ones in Milwaukee where they're getting placed.
Sure.
Yeah. Now we understand why you won that award.
Okay.
Yes. Picking up on all of it.
But once again, I think it's really being able to showcase, right, the partnerships that do come together, right? And how we have to strengthen our tech ecosystem here in Milwaukee. It's wonderful to be able to keep the talent here in Milwaukee, but you can see when there's cases like this, it's awesome to be able to give people that experience.
Yeah.
Right? To be able to get out of Milwaukee who never thought that they would.
Never thought they would, right.
So it's a wonderful partnership, and I just hope other organizations really can mirror what we have, because it's not just about this. Really, friendships are formed and relationships are long-lasting.
And don't just think about the interns. It's equally fulfilling for someone like me or our employees who are now engrossed within the program. We average about 20 to 25 volunteers every cycle that we sponsor. And now these people are adding to their development plans an opportunity to mentor, to develop themselves as a coach. And so now they're participating in the program without me having to provide incentives or Darren having to send out a reminder. Everyone's stepping up
People
to the
are
challenge.
engaged.
It's
awesome. They see the value.
And our booths are next to each other at Summerfest Tech. You walk right in the doors, Molson Coors and IC Stars, the two greatest booths that you could have.
Doesn't get better.
You don't have, you just go in 3 feet or 6 feet, and then you're done.
You're done.
And then you can
come back out.
Come back
I'm
out.
sure all the other booth sponsors are really happy.
They're doing great stuff too.
Yeah, it's crowded in there. Don't worry.
It is. 100%.
Well, Jonah, you've got you mentioned you've got the big pitch competition today. So
yeah, looking forward to that.
Good luck with all of that. That'll be awesome.
With the Milwaukee World Festival, we're giving away $50,000 today. So check out. We got startups from Chicago, Milwaukee, and Detroit. We're giving a special shout out and a special prize to the top Milwaukee finisher.
Yeah.
And if you show up at the networking hour afterwards, enjoy some of our great products, you're going to see us give away all that money. And we're giving away a beer fridge.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Well, it's just going to come right over here.
Yeah, you guys get it.
I assume by that you mean you're going to give away a beer fridge to experience Milwaukee.
That's a great way to experience Milwaukee.
It's a great way to experience Milwaukee through this beer fridge.
Seriously, thank you both for all that you're doing in this community. Not
amazing.
Just the whole Thank you, Adam.
Hey, thank you, Steve.
We should join.
You guys are doing a phenomenal job telling the story for everything that's happening here at Summerfest.
And just the way you all created, I want you guys both at high tea together. This is an awesome, inspiring story.
And would love it.
Without the microphones, it's a little intimidating.
It is. It is a little, All right. It's scarier after the microphones.
Guys.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Cheers.